I think all of the programs that the government has come out with have great intentions.
I've been doing this for 20 years, and I'm further in debt now than I was when I opened my doors.
A pair of GTA travel experts are warning small businesses are on the brink as the big guys in Canada's travel and tourism sector get propped up. During the course of the pandemic, we've seen government help for Air Canada, WestJet, and most recently, $270 million in federal loans for Porter Airlines. And while there is help for small businesses, Barry Foote, who owns a pair of local franchises, says tourism is set up differently.
Unlike a lot of industries, we actually don't get paid by the all-inclusives or the cruise lines until the customer actually travels. So therefore, people are booking now for 2022 and 2023, but we won't get paid until 2022 and 2023.
He says while most in his industry applied for the first round of provincial assistance, only a handful were approved.
But the majority of the travel agencies were denied until we raised a bit of a fuss, and then they allowed us to qualify for the second round.
And then there's the issue of the agents themselves.
A lot of them work on a commission basis as well, and they don't qualify for grants or for loans. The agency itself does.
Barry says that's a problem for a sector of the economy that won't get paid for another year or more for work that's being done today.
Has been part of the issue that the government views you as being open, even though you're not actually collecting revenue until a year or two down the road on people. You're viewed as open, though.
That is absolutely correct.
Absolutely a conundrum.
Tina Dowd owns Vacations for Canadians. She says she was excited when the travel and tourism grant was announced, but found the way the eligibility was structured didn't reflect the reality of the business.
There's over 5,000 of us in Ontario alone that haven't qualified for this grant. We did hear that there is only about 480 that actually were approved, eligible for this grant. So we are trying to get the ministers of tourism, finance, and economic development to hear us, to realize that we don't qualify for this grant.
What are those conversations looking like? How are they going?
We are not able to get any of those ministers to meet with us. We've met with many MPPs, but unfortunately we haven't met with the Minister of Finance or Tourism or Economic Development at this point. We've sent many emails and we've been calling and filling their voicemails every day, but we've heard nothing back from any of them.
As for whether Tina and Barry feel there's any light at the end of the tunnel,
25 to 30% have closed. I think now the majority that are around now will still be able to survive.
Personally, I've taken a huge hit. I'm going to have a huge loss by the end of this year and hoping to hang in there, and hopefully we can make it through.
in Oakville, David Zura, City News.